Hello and welcome everyone. This is Ahsan Ashfaq and today I am here with another very important tutorial on how to write your research or project proposal for your final year project at BS or MS level. Remember that when you reach the final stages of your degree at BS or MS level, you will have to do a final year project, and for that project you will first submit your research or the project proposal, and it is very important to know how to write an effective project proposal. So today I'm going to tell you about the structure of the proposal and what things that must be included in your proposal and in which order all the things will be discussed. Hopefully it will be very helpful. So let's start. Okay, so remember, these are the things, or this is the list of the things that must be included in your project. First of all, you will write the title of your project. Then next you will have to write the aims and objectives. Then comes expected outcomes or the deliverables of your project. After that you will have to write the keywords. Then introduction, background or overview comes, and then you will have to discuss some related project, that is something that is particular for research proposals. Then you will discuss your methods or the methodology which you will acquire, and then the project requirements, and at the end you will have to give your project plan. So now let's see and discuss all these things in detail. Okay, the first thing you will have to mention in your project proposal is your project title. Now remember, this should be very clear, concise, and preferably no acronyms must be used. That is, you should not use any abbreviations in your title. This should be simple, this should be easily understandable. Now for example, I give you an example of a project that is being currently done by my students. They are working and developing an online testing system. So their title of their project is online testing system. Now you can see it's short, it's very clear, and it actually predicts what it is all about. So your title can be big, it can be up to 1 or 2 sentences, but it should be clear and concise. Okay, the next thing is aims and objectives. Remember that there is a difference between aims and objectives. Aims are actually broad statements of intent to identify the project's purpose. For example, in case of that online testing system, the basic aim is to provide students with the facility of testing themselves and preparing for different examinations. That is the broad aim of that project. While objectives actually, they identify specific measurable achievements, quantitative and qualitative measures by which completion of the project can be judged. For example, in the case of online testing system, your objectives will be or one of your objective will be to develop a testing system which provide students with the facility of testing themselves in different fields, and also it can maintain the history of the test conducted by the students, and all the records of the student is maintained, and plus it can provide student with different suggestions for the improvement of their performance. All these things become objective. They are not broad. They are actually the things upon which the performance of your project will be measured at the end. You will have to fulfill these objectives in order to get the project approved or for the success of the project. So aims are actually a broad statement, while objectives are very precise, and objectives are very clear, and you will have to fulfill all these objectives. Okay, the next thing is the expected outcome of the deliverable of the project. You will have to mention that what will be the outcome of the project once the project is completed, in which form or in which shape it will be delivered to the community or anyone. For example, if it is an online application, so you may mention that the project or the software will be available online for the public use. Also, you will submit the documentation of the complete development of this project. So you may mention that the project will be available online, or the product that you made will be available online for the public use, and along with that complete documentation of the project will be submitted. So these will be deliverables. It depends upon the project, and it depends upon your circumstances that what kind of project are you developing. So these deliverables and outcomes may vary from project to project. The next thing is the keywords. Now keywords, you will have to give 3 or 4 keywords which best describe your project and also the area in which you are working and the domain in which you are working. So you will have to give 3 or 4 keywords that precisely define the project which you are currently doing. Okay, let's move forward. The next thing is introduction, background and overview. Now you will have to briefly define the background, that why you are interested in doing this project, what is the background, and what are the research questions or what are the things you want to answer which has not been done before and you want to provide the solution to that thing. What are your motivations for the project, what has motivated you to do it, and what is its interest or the why the people would take interest in your project. You will have to introduce and give an overview of all the important things related to your project. That may include background, that may include the importance of that project for anyone or for any audience or any stakeholder for which the project is made, and all these things must be. So it may be 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, or maybe 3 paragraph if you are doing a big project. Okay, the next thing is related project. Now, as I told you in the very start, that is something which is especially important for the research proposals, because when you are writing a research proposal, you will have to mention the related work, that what others have done in the topic in which you are intending to work. You will have to mention the work done by others in the field, and you will have to mention their pros and cons, and then you will have to show that what are the things that are missing, and that what is the gap that you need to fulfill or you need to provide, what are the research questions or the missing research questions or the unanswered research questions to which you want to provide your answer. So that is very important, and one of the most important thing in research proposal. And remember that when you write your research thesis, you will have to write a complete chapter on related work in which you define in detail what are the contributions of other in your area and what they have done. So over here in 1 or 2 paragraph, you will have to define related work or publications or any project done on your topic or on the topic similar to your topic. So that is important as well. The next thing is the methods or the methodology of the research. In this section, you precisely define that how you will conduct your research. For example, if your research involves data collection, you will have to describe that how you will collect the data, whether you will conduct a survey or you will take it from some other source or anything else from where you can take that data. So in methodology or of research, you will have to define that how you will conduct or how you will go about the different stages of your study or the research study or your project. You will have to give a complete methodology at how you will actually conduct your research at different stages, how the data will be collected, how the actual development will be done, and in which form the things will be delivered. So everything needs to be defined. The next thing is the project requirement. It includes all the hardware, software, or any other requirement that you need for your project. And remember that you may give the required cost of the project. And if you require any cost or any other resource for your project, you will have to mention over here in project requirements. And the last thing is project plan. You will have to give a detailed timetable for the project and the different deliverables of your project, that how much time the project will actually take and how much time the different activities of the project will happen. For example, let me give you an example. If you are developing a software project, so you may mention that the requirement gatherings will be done in 15 days, let's suppose from 1st May to 15 May, and the design will be done from 15 May to 25 May, and all these things. But remember that before giving the project plan, you will have to study it in very detail and count all the things in it before giving the project plan, and do all that risk management and time management and planning, and all these things you will have to do before giving the project timetable, because remember that once you give the project timetable, then you will have to strictly work according to it, and you will have to give your deliverables according to the deadlines mentioned in the project plan. So these are the different things you need to include in your research or project proposal, and that's it. And this is I hope this was helpful, and if you have any question or if you need any sample for project proposal, you can write me down, and you can write your email and I will send it to you. And if you have any other question, you can write it as well. I hope it was helpful. Well, thank you very much, and take care.